Today we got another stream from Buried Earth, I think it was. Yeah. So I'm just finna get into it because the last one it was all right. It was all right.
When we think of fossils of extinct creatures, we picture an animal that once was. Their bones tell us how big they
Okay.
were, how they moved, and sometimes even how they died. From dinosaurs that were gored by their own kind, to animals who spent their final moments battling
Hello.
parasites or even dying when defending
Okay.
their young. In the modern day, rams clash with
Also, first off, how are you finna die to said hi? I know you did. I know you did, buddy. I know. As I was saying, how you finna die to parasites? I know dinosaurs are normal animals, but some are like massive. Like they're gonna have to be like the smaller dinosaurs, or maybe what a parasite is a parasite. What am I talking about?
brutal headbutting matches during mating season to establish dominance, but some prehistoric headbutting battles would have made the rams look like child's play.
What cut? Did he just try a fight? What? No, we need to go back. I'm sorry. What were you doing? First of all, why are you karate kicking a sheep? Because that is not a ram, bro. Rams only come in like brown. Don't, and he flipped him over. Oh, okay. Let's just keep on moving.
Dinosaurs of all time, the Triceratops, at over 26 feet long, plus 8 meters, and weighing upwards of 10 tons, Triceratops was a walking fortress of...
This is one chunky Triceratops I'm seeing right now. Bro's jiggle physics are just... Like, just look at the belly, bro.
Bone, horn, and muscle.
We get it, you're fat.
Some of the biggest predators the planet has ever seen, and had beef with the T-Rex for literally millions of years.
I wouldn't call it ripping the head, like eating the frill and ripping off the head of Triceratops beef. I wouldn't really call it that. I think that's just like a very, very healthy predator-prey relationship. At least I think T-Rex do that, yeah.
It wasn't the oversized carnivore that...
Actually, when you think about it, Tyrannosaurus Rex was very... There is like a lot of evidence outside of bite marks that indicates Tyrannosaurus Rex hunting Triceratops, because what are Triceratops horns made out of? Bone. What is T-Rex known for? Crushing bone. Like, that's like pretty solid evidence, if you ask me. Like, it was literally made to crush the horns and bones of Triceratops. If that's not good enough evidence, then I don't know what is. Maybe the fact that they lived in the same time period, the fact that Tyrannosaurus Rex likely hunted adolescent to juvenile Triceratops, since in nature today, a lot of animals hunt smaller, weaker individuals, because like the healthy ones, they're well armed. Like, for example, like maybe a lion hunting a young Cape buffalo, or an owl hunting a Okay, I need to stop myself there. I lost myself. I'm sorry.
battling with, rather another fully grown Triceratops. This fight took place in South Dakota and is believed to have happened around 66 million years ago. The Triceratops in question has been named Big John, and today...
Oh, this is the goat. I think this is like the largest Triceratops, isn't it?
Is one of the most famous Triceratops fossils ever found. Over 60% of Big John's skeleton was discovered intact, but one interest stood out:
A massive ad. Okay, I get it now. I'm sorry, y'all. In Big John's skull was a massive Total Wine ad. That's it. I'm sorry. He got infected with ad rage. Yeah.
More. What you looking for?
Rachel, I'm here to expand my wine horizons.
I do not care about your wine horizons, buddy.
Entering fossilization, but upon closer inspection, scientists noticed signs of healing around the edges. That meant Big John survived the initial wound, at least for a while. Experts believe the hole wasn't made by
See, they do that. I was right. They basically grab the frill of like Triceratops and they like rip it off. It's actually quite crazy when you think about it.
Work of another Triceratops. When two
Well, duh,
Triceratops
so
ran into each
decapitation.
other, something quite gruesome happened. One of the horns from the second Triceratops drove straight through and penetrated Big John's head. More specifically, his neck frill. This would have been an incredibly painful and bloody event.
I'm sorry, but when you give him a name of like Big John, that just sounds like a country nickname. How's it going, Big John? Like, okay, stop, buddy.
Potentially leaving a literal hole in Big John's frill. The
You said that. You literally said there was. Okay.
went deep. According to a 2021 analysis, signs of bone remodeling near the injury suggest Big John lived with the goring for months, maybe even longer, but survival came at a price. The injury was right where key nerves and blood vessels likely passed through, meaning every movement from his head, every bite of food, every defensive gesture would have been a constant, agonizing ordeal. The exact cause of Big John's death still isn't known for certain, but the leading theory is that complications from this injury, likely an infection, eventually led to a slow and very painful death. Today, Big John's wound stands as a fossilized scar in the prehistoric battlefield, a reminder that even herbivores weren't passive victims, they were warriors, and sometimes the most dangerous enemies weren't the T-Rex, but their own kind. Big John will
Yeah, that is crazy. I wonder if hadrosaurs fought each other. Because, like, come to think of it, actually, how would they fight? I know they can defend themselves, like, but how would they fight? I would assume biting each other. Like, imagine all because they like one just takes like a fern from it and the other one just bites its neck. Like, here's like the thing, like hadrosaurs have like, I have no idea what they call it, like a battery of teeth, I think. I don't, but there's like several teeth. Like they may not be sharp or anything, but there is loads of them.
also showed us that not every dinosaur death ended in a quick bite from a giant theropod. Some were very slow and painful deaths. However, thanks to another, much older fossil, we know Big John was nowhere near being the top contender for the slowest and most painful death of all time. This accomplishment may go to another and even bigger herbivore, a giant 40-foot-long titanosaur to be precise, and his death might be one of the most unusual and most agonizing ways for a dinosaur to go.
What happened? Cut to the chase, buddy.
Surprisingly, it wasn't taken down by a ferocious predator. Nope.
What do you mean surprisingly? Are you saying titanosaurs just get preyed on a daily basis? I mean, if these titanosaurs are like the size of a T-Rex, I don't know.
Sharp claws, no ambush, no stampede. Instead, it was slowly consumed from the inside by a disgusting blood parasite. This
Well, I wouldn't call it disgusting. I would just call it minorly attractive.
Tanosaur is part of a group known for being amongst the largest animals to ever walk the earth. It was discovered in Brazil and dated back around 80 million years ago. Paleontologists found unusual cavities and lesions in the leg bones of this massive dinosaur. These weren't typical injuries for a predator.
Oh yeah, nah, gang, you done for. Like if you looking like that, you had a good run. Not gonna lie, you had a pretty long life of when was it? 80 million years? Yeah. Let's just take a moment to look at this image. Like it's it's like around his snout, his neck, his shoulder there, his arm. Well, I wouldn't say it's an arm because they're quadrupeds. Like it's his leg. You know what I'm trying to say. His other leg right there is a bit banged up. Like, eh.
Or accidents. Scientists have been able to perform CT scans on the bones, which show the likely culprit. Hamos meridian blood parasites. According to researchers from the Federal University of Rio Grande do Norte, the damage closely matched legion.
What is it?
It matched another ad, guys. It matched Chamberlain, yeah. It matched the Chamberlain ad perfectly. Like, about how elite these ads are, it's ticking me off.
In birds today, specifically avian osteomyelitis. These worm-like parasites infect the bloodstream and gradually attack bone tissue, creating deep, painful wounds that never fully heal. Over time, the infection would have severely limited its mobility, turning each step into an agonizing.
Okay, dude, I'm sorry. I know dinosaurs are animals too, but if you're like a sauropod, you are the largest animal that ever walked the earth. You can get up to 100 tons, according to David Attenborough. You are so big, even among your own kind, you are massive. You are so big, even predators don't even want to hunt you. They're like, no, I'm just going to hunt something else. You're good. If you die to a parasite, if I would, I mean, I wouldn't be this mad if it was like a zoocosis parasite. Like, those things are ugly. I mean, and they like, don't they go like in your throat as well? Like, no. Like, if you got infected like that, I mean, there's like nothing you can do. Probably wouldn't even register to it for its credit. But like, just regular parasites, like, how many were there? I'm saying how many were there. Like, this was like in the present, and we like can say for sure. Like, well, actually, it was like a horde of parasites infecting the sauropod. Todd's blood and stuff like. Okay. Let's just move on.
Thanks to the detailed CT scans, we could really see how severe and widespread these blood parasites were in this.
Is that the Brachiosaurus from Jurassic World Evolution 2? Yeah, Doc, you're not slick, buddy. I can see that VR headset. Buried Earth, you're slipping on me, buddy. You're slipping on me, buddy. I'm not really sure. Also, I know it says I like this video, but I didn't watch it fully. Okay, trust me.
Potential. As the parasites invade the bloodstream, they lodge.
Like, so y'all know I'm gonna take a guess to what the next one is, and if I get it right, that means I may be a bit suspect. I'm finna guess the next one is a T-Rex that died of lung cancer. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Triggering an immune response so intense that the
But imagine if it does. The Tyrannosaurus Rex, the largest terrestrial carnivore, had a lung problem. A fossil from South Dakota shows that T-Rex took bad care of its lungs, and while getting high, it inhaled the toxins and developed severe lung cancer and died a few years later.
nerve began to degrade from within. In living animals, osteomyelitis causes a burning pain in the limbs. The infection can lead to swelling, fever, and crippling immobility.
So you're telling me it didn't have any legs? It just didn't have no back legs. Just back legs gone. Because that's what that corgi represented right there. I would be danged if it's like, you're basically a skull crawler at that point. You're just like a herbivorous vegan skull crawler. There's nothing you can do about that.
Dinosaur, already dealing with the challenges of hauling a multi-ton body across floodplains and forests. This was catastrophic vulnerability. Each step would have been like grinding shattered glass into raw nerves.
Ooh. Now that feels bad. I feel like the worst pain is like to the eyes. Like, I do, because like that's like all up in your face too. So it wasn't, you know what?
Chance to migrate. No way of.
Okay, bro. I'm getting sick of how slick these ads are. They're just like popping up out of nowhere. They ain't popping out of nowhere anymore. They're just smoothly cutting off like the tension.
Months as the infection slowly spread through the leg, weakening it further. Once the limb could no longer support its weight, the dinosaur may have collapsed, causing unimaginable pain and effectively immobilizing.
Nah, man. If a sauropod collapses, it is not getting back up. because they're just so heavy. Like they rely on every limb and that big tail and that long neck to like effectively balance out each other and the body. Like if you like hold up. If you injure this thing's legs, like take the Dreadnoughtus fight from Prehistoric Planet, for example. When that old bull when he fell, he tried to get up, but he just flopped right back down. He couldn't even right himself. Because just from that his bones probably already shattered or something. Like it just didn't show it because I guess Prehistoric Planet is like a more kid friendly documentary. Although although like most of the show is just like actual, not like no ED stuff. It's like actual child predation, like actual adult creatures hunting and eating juveniles. Basically what I said earlier.
Vocalizing it. In the wild, immobility is often a death sentence. Unable to feed or reach water, this titanosaur would have slowly...
Wait, hold up. What do you mean often? Are you telling me there's creatures that are immobile for their whole lives? Never mind. Never mind. I know what he's talking about. Like he's talking about like barnacles and stuff, like sea urchin. I don't know. Like barnacles, oysters, I think. Clams. No, clams move. Like yeah. What else? Well, trees, because technically they're living things too. Yeah, I get it now.
Succumbed to starvation or dehydration. Alternatively, its weakened state could have made it an easy target for predators and scavengers. Either way,
Oh my. Okay. What are you showing me, dude? You're just showing me a bunch of predators speed running a carcass.
death was slow and painful.
Like, look.
A tragic fate for such a massive and majestic creature, brought down not by sharp teeth, but by microscopic killers invading from within. While the titanosaur's agonizing fate from parasites was tragic, some dinosaurs met their end in even more gruesome and violent ways.
All right, bruh. I'm about to see if I was right. Let's see the moment of truth.
Prehistoric times, danger often lurked within one's own species, turning fellow pack members from companions to deadly rivals. This grim reality is vividly illustrated by a fossil discovered in Alberta, Canada, which dated back around 75 million years ago, belonging to Dastan.
Okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness. I was about to be a bit scared. I just set myself up. I was half expecting him to ease me in but what happens if the tyrant lizard king has bad lungs? Like I would know what to do.
Letosaurus, a ferocious tyrannosaur and a close relative to the T-Rex.
Okay, bro. To give him credit, it's been like 5 minutes. I think can mention T-Rex now. I don't even actually no. He been mentioned T-Rex. I'm dumb. He's been said T-Rex in the first one. Hold up. Yeah, just a little while ago.
Letosaurus was a formidable predator, growing up to 30 feet long and weighing up to 3 tons. It was also equipped with powerful...
Guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's a larger one that's 4 tons, I think. Or maybe 5, I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. If there's anyone who knows paleontology watching this, I don't know.
Was designed to crush bone. As an apex predator of its time, it's hard to imagine how a monster like this could end up on a list for the most brutal deaths in history.
Dog, you literally just said a Triceratops died to another Triceratops. Also, I wouldn't really call it a monster. Well, I mean, technically you can, because never mind. Let's just keep going. I don't have time. We're halfway.
Sometimes the biggest threat wasn't a rival species, but it was one of your own kind.
All right, bro. We get it. We get it. What is with this dude's there's like been two instances where he's talked about two dinosaurs dying like to their own kind. I'm surprised I'm surprised that the one the Tyrannosaur one wasn't just Majungasaurus.
Biologists
Like it was just like gonna be
think
Majungasaurus
the
instead.
Daspletosaurus skull found chilling evidence. Multiple bite marks etched deep into the bone. What makes these marks especially disturbing is that some had partially healed. Partially healed marks on fossils are important as it proves these animals had violent encounters with each other when they were still alive. These were not just scavenging injuries, but brutal fights for dominance also.
What do you guys think is the most injured and like the most like the animal who like which prehistoric or just dinosaur had had like the most injured I don't know, had like the most like well, I mean, technically there's like all of them were pretty like got pretty banged up, even like when they even got fossilized, right, because like there's like there was like probably still wear and tear on the bones. I don't know. But I think personally it's like Allosaurus. Like they had toe infections, broken jaws. One got one got neutered by a phagomizer. That actually happened. Trust me on that. I'm just finna let's just move on.
Survival within the species, yet
I've said it like several times.
fresher, unhealed bite marks, jagged wounds that cut deep into the bone, especially along the jaw and back of the skull. These show no signs of healing, suggesting they occurred after death. And that's where things get even darker. Evidence suggests that this Daspletosaurus eventually fell victim to cannibalism. Scientists of the Canadian Museum of Nature concluded that
Of course, you died to cannibalism. Why am I scrolling down? Whatever. I feel like cannibalism is like very rare. And the fossil record, it did happen. What I'm trying to say is that it was probably like a thing. We just don't have evidence of most cases because you guessed it. They probably ate each other. They probably ate the bones as well. Well, like, so it's kind of very hard to like I feel like it's like very hard to find fossils of animals cannibalizing each other or eating each other because they're dead. They were already eaten to begin with. What do you mean find a fossil of a Triceratops being eaten by a T-Rex? That's not possible. I don't think.
another Daspletosaurus likely scavenged its body, stripping
Also, that's an Allosaurus, but I'm gonna let it slide because it's kind of because I feel like some of these are like not as known.
flesh from the bone after death. Imagine the terror and agony of being attacked, wounded, and ultimately consumed by members of your own kind.
That kind of seems like a you problem though, because like can't you like defend yourself?
But
Man,
why
maybe it
would
was
a
injured
predator
on that
resort to cannibalism? Well, in harsh environments,
one. Dog, what kind of a question is that? Why would a predator resort to cannibalism? That's the same reason why Mr. Tubbs would probably try and eat me if I died. Like, cause he's hungry. There's no one to feed him anymore. Also, if y'all don't know who Mr. Tubbs is, he's the turtle right next to me. I'm finna clean out his tank in a bit. Maybe when I'm done with this. Why did I say maybe? I have to. What am I talking about?
where food is scarce, modern predators like Komodo dragons, hyenas, and even crocodiles have been known to turn on their own species.
Yeah, I saw this clip of a crocodile, like, it just, like, death rolled another crocodile's, like, leg, or, like, arm, whatever you want to call it. That right there. And the crocodile was just like, man, bruh, that was my arm.
large carnivores isn't rare today, so there's every
Also, dog, you are not slick. I think this is Gorgosaurus versus the Aspletosaurus. I've seen a lot of paleo art online actually, so I know my stuff. What I don't know is which is which.
reason to believe it happened in the past as well, but the emotional weight hits harder when you realise just how personal these fossil entries feel. Imagine living in constant competition, not just with rival species, but with your own siblings, cousins, and even potential mates.
Okay, I didn't think they go. I think these are just random individuals. I don't think sibling. I don't think like they were okay. Well, technically, they may have like in very harsh conditions, bro. Though, like in very harsh conditions. I don't think they were actively eating each other's siblings.
At any moment, a scuffle for dominance could turn into a life or death brawl, and if you lost, your body might just become lunch. But not
They say
It would also become a mattress firm ad. Like, bro, can you stop sneaking all these ads in here like that? That's getting on my nerves.
Foster. That's only part of the story. We handcraft every.
But not every tragic fossil tells us a story of violence. Some speak of sacrifice. Have your tissues at the ready because this next fossil is one of the most heartbreaking.
Tissues at the ready. Okay, hold up. Oh, God. All right, got my box of tissues. Let's see if I cry. It's right there. Let's see what happens.
Discoveries. It involves a mother trying to protect her children to the bitter end.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Fossil was discovered in southern China dating back around 70 million years ago. Lying curled around a clutch of at least 24 eggs was the skeleton of an adult oviraptorosaur. The dinosaur's limbs were neatly tucked around the eggs, with his arms spread in a protective posture, as if shielding the eggs from harm. It was a brooding posture, seemingly the final act of parental care. It's the first confirmed evidence of an adult non-avian dinosaur preserved while sitting atop a nest of developing embryos. CT scans even revealed at least 7 of the eggs contained fossilized bones of near-functioning baby dinosaurs, proof that this was no random coincidence of fossil placement, but a mother who stayed with her young till the very end. Researchers believe the oviraptor likely died during a sudden and violent sandstorm or sediment collapse. Position of the body, legs folded, arms spread, chest low, suggests it didn't try to flee. It stayed, and in doing so, was buried alive. For a long time, oviraptor was unfairly translated as egg thief, based on an early fossil found near what was assumed to be stolen eggs.
Okay, frick the tears. That is Kurukula. What do you mean? That's the egg thief right there.
But this discovery helped correct that narrative. This oviraptor wasn't a thief. She was a protector.
Gosh.
And a fossil is a powerful reminder that some instincts, like the drive to protect your young, go much further back in time than you would think. But not every dinosaur's bad luck struck in a single catastrophic event. For some, misfortune unfolded gradually.
Oh. So you just got your legs broken there.
Injury by
Oh.
injury, turning their
Ah.
lives into
Ah.
struggles
Oh.
for survival. And perhaps no dinosaur exemplifies this better than one exceptionally unlucky herbivore. If there was ever a dinosaur who deserved the title as the unluckiest herbivore, it might be this one. Meet Parasaurolophus walkeri.
I know where this is going. Don't you dare try. You know what? I'm just gonna see how it plays out.
Covered in Alberta, Canada, dating back around 76 million years ago. This particular individual didn't just face one traumatic event, it endured a series of painful injuries throughout
Wait,
his
what?
life, each more crippling than the last. Paleontologists studying this dinosaur uncovered evidence.
Okay, I thought it was finna like portray it being like hunted.
Of multiple severe injuries, a badly fractured pelvis, painful jaw lesions, and multiple broken ribs. All injuries that individually would be agonizing enough. Every breath, bite of
Every bite.
Really hard to get you.
Okay, that ad was a bit slick. It was a bit fitting. every bite of Reese's. It died because it. Don't tell me this thing died. What? This is an ad. What I'm talking about.
Buttercups, but there is only so much we can do here. You're gonna have
Yet the most severe injury was discovered higher up its spine, a severely damaged neck vertebra.
Ooh.
Scientists speculate it could have been caused by a freak accident, possibly involving a falling tree.
Okay, bro. I know, dinosaurs are not the big, strong, like they're not the big, bulletproof animal monsters they're portrayed in media. I actually try to disprove that in some of these streams. But dog, if you if you get injured by a falling tree, you're gonna have to just live in the hospital at that point. Anything at that point can hurt you.
Yeah, that's right. After surviving whatever caused this crushed pelvis, shattered ribs.
I generally thought this was like kind of like an AI voice, but he actually kind of like laughed there. AI is not really known for laughing. So maybe this is an actual person.
And painful jaw lesions. This poor creature may have then been struck by a collapsing tree. Not a predator attack, not a volcanic eruption, just an utterly catastrophic moment of bad luck. For most animals, such an injury would have been instantly fatal.
Now I'm not gonna be surprised out there. Hold on. I'm not gonna be surprised out there if like there's like a fossil of like a Actually, I'm not really surprised that this happened. Because Big Al, all he did was trip, and then boom, toe infection. Boom, the toe infection crippled him. He couldn't hunt no more. Boom, there was a drought. Boom, he died. But then, boom, the water came. Like, it's too late. It's too late. It's already too late. What do you mean? Also, I'm not gonna spoil it. Go watch these documentaries I'm referencing. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, you'll understand it.
Fossil analysis showed clear signs of bone remodeling, indicating the dinosaur endured the slow and
Also, that's a Gryposaurus or Critosaurus. That is not no Parasaurolophus. Office, buddy. You was not showing no bone remodeling, whatever you just said.
initiating healing process. These injuries didn't all occur at the same time. Some likely stemmed from
Oh my, what is happening on screen?
endured the slow and excruciating
Hold up.
healing process. These injuries didn't all occur at the same time. Some likely stemmed from field predator attacks, while others were purely unfortunate.
Why was that Nophronychus just tearing them Daspletosaurus up? I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to mute and go back again, because that you cannot expect me to ignore that. Like, look at this. If you expect me to ignore that, I don't know who you are.
Predator attacks, while others were purely unfortunate accidents. Yet through relentless pain and physical trauma, this dinosaur managed to survive.
Oh, W.
Migrating, feeding, and evading predators despite a severely damaged body. Dr.
Oh, you the go, man. It's this VR thing again. What is this?
Bertozzo, who closely studied the specimen, described his
You're not him. You just looked at a Brachiosaurus from Jurassic World Evolution 1 or 2 in VR. You did nothing. You are weak.
injuries are simply signs of
Well, I wouldn't call him weak just for looking at you understand.
But even that seems understated. It wasn't just a hard life, it was a relentless series of catastrophic events capable of defeating any.
So was the Parasaurolophus just buried in trees? Did this dinosaur hate trees? So like did like some ancient deity just decide to punish it by like having a tree fall on his spine every single day? Like what? Okay. Like we're almost done. Let's just get through this.
Other creature. The exact cause of its death remains uncertain. However, it had indications of severe infection inside its mouth. After all this poor creature what finally ended its torturous.
A tooth infection. All right, you lost me. Buried Earth, you lost me. A tooth infection. Okay, all right.
Journey. But of course, all this remains speculative. There is no direct evidence showing the exact reason
Okay,
of its
all
death.
right. Never mind.
Given its history of severe injuries, it likely wasn't a peaceful ending. My name's Joe, and thank you so much for
Oh, your name's Joe or Joseph? What? Joe? Wait, hold up. Let's go back.
Given its history of severe injuries, it likely wasn't a peaceful ending. My name's Joe, and thank you so much.
Okay, you're okay, Joe. Hold up.
For watching our video on some of the most brutal deaths ever. Let's
You're welcome. You're welcome, Joe. You're welcome, Joe. You know what? Just because of that, we're gonna react to another one. The most terrifying forest to ever exist. Let's see it. Well, if this is the forest, it doesn't look pretty terrifying.
Places like the Amazon rainforest are known for being places of note. It has venomous snakes, giant spiders, and even jaguars, killing anything they see. But
Okay, Joe, you kind of lost me there, but maybe you can redeem yourself. Calling okay, saying a jaguar kills everything it sees is it's a bit much. But let's keep it pushing.
70 million years, and you'll find forests that are so deadly, so unhinged, that they would make the Amazon look like a peaceful play park. Of all the forests you could have seen during this time, the worst by far is the dense forests of the Cretaceous Patagonia, a place home to a wide range of animals, of which a handful are almost guaranteed to fuel your next nightmare. Welcome to the most terrifying forest to ever exist. Despite once covering vast regions of South America, the dense forests of Cretaceous Patagonia can no longer be found on any map. Their only trace lies in fossilized trees and sedimentary layers scattered across southern Argentina. But between 66 and 90 million years ago, these forests formed a sprawling, interconnected ecosystem stretching roughly 3,100 by 37.
All right. I know I'm supposed to be commentating, but he's not really explaining the creatures or what live there at the moment, so I just gotta let it play. I'm sorry.
100 square miles, about the size of the US state of Delaware, or twice the size of Luxembourg. So it's safe to say it was a pretty well-sized forest. At the time, Patagonia sat further south than it does today.
Are those Chaos Emeralds? Yeah, those definitely are Chaos. Oh my gosh. If y'all remember the previous stream, y'all know what Mike has would be ecstatic. Are those Chaos Emeralds? Like, okay. Oh gosh. Let's just keep it moving.
Giving the region
Keep it moving.
a seasonal yet humid subtropical climate, similar to forests in modern-day southern China or New Zealand. But this was
What? Okay, bro. You lost me there. What? Okay, I'm only from here. I don't know all these unique. Okay, actually, this looks pretty. This actually looks like a place I could live. Actually, no. Never mind. Let's just keep it pushing.
brutal dry seasons.
We're only
while sudden
1 minute. We got that
floods
much.
shifted overnight. And if that wasn't enough, frequent volcanic eruptions and shifting tectonic plates made the ground itself a constant threat. Long before the forests took over, the land was already a place of nightmare fuel.
The Maib.
Years ago,
And the
open
Scots.
plains and floodplains were ruled by colossal predators like Giganotosaurus and Mapusaurus.
They didn't really live together, but we'll let it rock.
Some of the largest
As they say
ever
these days.
lived. But over time, those open landscapes vanished. Dense forests crept in, swallowing the open plains and changing the game entirely.
Changing.
This wasn't
Is this a Tier Zoo spinoff? What do you mean changing the game?
calm retreat into the shadows. This was evolution doubling down on danger. And with this new environment came a new kind of terror.
Get out of the way.
Smaller, faster, deadlier predators, adapted not for open pursuit, but for stealth, speed, and ambush.
I don't think Rajasaur. Dog, this is Rajasaurus. What? Are you talking about Megaraptors or are you talking about a Bellysaurus?
This was the rise of the
Okay, there you go. We got the goat, Maip. We got a Roastion. He will roast you for eons. I have confirmed that. He's been calling me weak every single day. That's kind of a weak insult in itself, but I tolerate it because they have Raptor in their names. He's name wise my cousin, my other cousin, the less annoying one. Yeah, okay, I'll stop.
Unlike the massive, lumbering carnivores of the open plains, these hunters were built for speed and precision. Their most iconic.
Well, they have claws on their hands. Then that's pretty precise to be. That's pretty precise to me. Like they could literally like slit the throats of the. Okay, I'm not gonna go that far. I probably couldn't like do that. I probably wouldn't do that. It's too risky.
Curved hand claws, razor-sharp tools that turned every swipe into a potential kill shot. Many of these fossilized claws
I say that, but I literally just saw my pounce on a sauropod.
discovered in areas that were floodplains and dense forests, showing that they thrived in complex, shadowy environments. And to make matters even worse, anything.
Here's a fun fact. Megaraptor. The Megaraptor's hand claws were thought to be Dromaeosaur's sickle claws. So they thought it was like a giant Dromaeosaurid. But it actually turned out to be its own unique species. The more you know.
Now, living in this forest, Cretaceous Patagonia wasn't just ruled by one Megaraptorid. It was a deadly family of killers.
Oh, a deadly family? The whole fam? I think I know a decent bit about Megaraptors. I think I can name most of them. We got Erostion, who will roast you from eons in Argentina. We got the elite Maip, also from Argentina or South America in general, I think. We got who else? The Australian Australopithecus Amoit. He comes from Australia. You can see his name right there, Wittenensis. We got we got the major Megaraptor. He's the namesake of the whole group. And the other ones, we got Fukui Raptor. I think you can just infer. I did not know. I did not know Pokemon professors existed in real world time. I thought they existed in their own universe. Why are you coming out of your own timeline to name a Megaraptor? Okay, I need to stop with all these references and stuff and just watch the video. That is literally what I'm streaming for. We gotta lock in.
Not all were created equal. The smallest known species was Raptor baroensis, at around 25 feet long. That's about 7.5
That's still the size of a Utah Raptor.
meters and weighing roughly just under 1 ton. That's 800 kilograms.
That's still the size of a Utah Raptor, though.
It was no tiny runt, but still.
So basically, it's just like a Utah Raptor sized Mega Raptor.
Monstrous predator by any standard, weighing just as much as a polar bear. Today's
Or a Utah Raptor.
Predator. Its long limbs and flexible neck gave it the agility to move swiftly through the tangled undergrowth.
What about the hump on his back? Are we going to talk about? Okay, no.
Being a master of ambush tactics, being smaller than its relatives, Raptor likely had a fairly boring diet, focusing on
A fairly boring diet. I wouldn't call it boring. I'd say like it's kind of like a small diet, just like a small diet.
small reptiles, smaller dinosaurs, and possibly even scavenged carcasses when the opportunity allowed it.
And that's normal. What are you talking about, boring?
Relied more on speed and surprise than sheer brute force. However, this modest diet could not be said for the next Megaraptorid, the Mega
I thought I was going to say my Maip.
Raptor. While still not even being the largest Megaraptorid in the forest, it was an absolute behemoth. weighing over 30% more than Moo's brother.
Okay, dog, that's literally Maip. That is Maip from Mario's Lances. I can see his mark on that thing. You are not fooling anybody. You better give him credit.
At 26 feet long and weighing over 1.3 tons, with even
That's still around the size of the. What are you talking about? Okay, listen, guys. If I end the stream randomly, you'll know it will be a valid Dromaeosaur crash out. Okay.
larger claws and a more robust build, Megaraptor was built to hunt much bigger prey, possibly including juvenile sauropods and medium-sized herbivores. But if you were a herbivore living in these forests, you would have had a much bigger problem to worry about than these two
What? Global warming at that point? Okay.
predators, as there was a Megaraptorid that absolutely dwarfed both of these species.
The goat.
To both size and weight. This is the true monster of perhaps any forest.
You know what? I'm about to end it here. Thank y'all for watching the stream. I gladly appreciate it. This is one of my more like less uptight and professional self. This is like basically how I basically react to these streams in like when I'm off camera. This is basically how I react to them. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Have a nice time. To that one person in like the previous stream, I will react to Shin Sonic eventually. It's not my niche, so I'm gonna have to like fit in and like just see what's happening. So yeah, have a nice time, everybody.